Hola, 'tis I, Alycia. So, we're going to get out Madhouse Tarot. In case you're new here, you haven't seen any of my videos before. Madhouse Tarot. This is a deck that I use that already has psychological meanings for each card. I am not a mental health professional. I read tarot oracle cards. You get it. So this is for entertainment purposes only, allegedly. This is not fact. It's a reading. So I think I've covered my bases there. I want to look into the last reading. We got that there's this male, and this male is afraid of losing everything, remembering the old times, and like kind of this idea of nobody can have you if I can't have you idea. And I want to dig into like, what is his personality about? There's something like he goes and he's spiraling down into a rabbit hole. It feels like he's kind of stalking or exploring all sorts of different things online, trying to make connections, getting more tinfoil hat than I ever do. So I wanted to look into his personality and what we can see about this guy going on here. So the man responsible for Maddie's disappearance. How he's perceived by others. Heartbreak. And interesting, we have the Two of Swords. Three of Swords and Two of Swords. This is how he's perceived by others. Three of Swords. Anxiety, negative thinking, exacerbation of nervous diseases. Okay. And two, distracted attention, splitting of consciousness, difficulties in making decisions, dissociative disorders. So that kind of ties back into that other reading where he's just kind of not, he's spiraling. That's how I'm going to say it. Not an official term. I'm just going to put that there. Okay, let me just pull all these out. Oh gosh. Pull all these out so then we have... if there's nakedy people, I'll have to cover them up. I think we're good. Surprisingly. Okay, so we have then emotional characteristics. 6 of coins. Mania. A mania for taking loans. Remember when we got all that money coming up in the last reading and I was like, well, this was more like greed of wanting to keep her and everything to himself, like remembering good times, all that kind of stuff. That's interesting. That came up. I wonder if that's another aspect of it, this mania for taking loans, going into debt, greed. Interesting. There's also begging, neglect of others, decreased empathy. Interesting. We also have this one, negative characteristic traits. That's an 8 of coins. Okay, and that's stereotypical actions, obsession, dependence on the idea of doing something, bringing things to an end. Negative characteristics. Now, obsession is the sun. Infantilism, egocentrism, self-admiration, perfectionism. Interesting. 8 of Wands, this is the direction their life is heading for the near future. Inertia, passivity, lack of willpower. Kind of interesting. The Hanged Man, that's also weird because that's secret desires. Oh, this would be substances. Having addiction issues, victim complex, inclination to martyrdom, wrong beliefs, illusions. Going down the rabbit hole again. Not all's right going on upstairs there. This is like, and I'm not saying he's always been like that, but this feels like this latest thing is just sent in. Too many hamster wheels are all going off at the same time. Let's see here. This is intellectual characteristics. This is the death card. Anxiety, panic attacks, increased fear of passing, fear of loneliness, avoidance of certain issues, subconscious attraction to death and taking yourself off the earth plane, self-harm, impotency, and frigidity. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Swords, obstacles. A pathological passion for risk, adrenaline states, which kind of makes sense when we saw the things about substance problems. Oh my goodness. This is not a good guy to be around. Like, not, I don't know, at some point he was normal, but at this point this doesn't feel like this guy is normal or doing well. So I want to see, I'm going to use a tell it like it is tarot. I want to look and see, like, what was he thinking about the day before, the perp? What is the perp thinking about the day before Maddie goes missing? What's on his mind? Depressed. Past struggle, like just all talk, no walk, like indecision. There's that indecision. Doesn't know what to do and he's feeling depressed. Oh, and then he lets his addictions take the best of him, or, you know, not get the best of him. He's focused on this. He's focused on this. He wants to have a happy family. He wants to preserve a happy family, but he's very depressed. Very depressed. He has a fear that this is the end of the road for everything going on, and he is obsessed with using his, we'll say like demented strategies. He wants to, this is his plan. He wants to do it. This feels like there's some type of official line in the sand being drawn between the perp and Maddie, where either this is a line in the sand where, like, we have legal documents going on, or legal orders of protection are being put in, or it's just kind of like an official parting of ways. And his main obstacle is, if he can't have Maddie, nobody else can. This is the destruction of his entire world. So this is what's on his mind before Maddie disappears. Whoever the perp is, allegedly for entertainment purposes. Okay. All right. So, how is he doing now? Because today I'm recording this April 12th. So let's see, how is he currently feeling? There's that damn greedy card again. There's that justice card in reverse. It feels like all eyes are on him. Feels like all eyes are on him. Oh. Interesting. He feels like all eyes are on him. He's trying to walk the fine line in the sand, trying not to attract too much attention. But when we saw in the last reading I did, he's behind the 8 ball. It's like walls are closing in, right? he is well aware that at some point they're going to discover Maddie not alive. And interesting here is that he knows, so this would tell me he knows they will be celebrating. That would be Maddie's family, not celebrating in terms of losing their family member, but celebrating in terms, like, this is how he's thinking. They're going to be celebrating when they lock me up and put me in the cuffs, and that's what they always wanted. This is very much like a him against the world type personality type. Interesting. And who knows if that's always been the way with him, but this is like he thinks the whole family is going to be like, oh, you finally got what you want. You finally got what you want. This guy's off his rocker. All right, are they going to find Maddie? I think they will. But let's see. Yeah, it's this is okay. So yes, I believe they're going to find her. Not in the alive state. Yes, they're going to find her. Everyone's going to be disappointed because she's not going to be alive. That's my opinion that I'm seeing here. There's she's been hidden in some way. I think that goes back to my other reading when there's some other place, like she's been taken, like I said, like not necessarily an accomplice, like, but somebody I know, and they run this place, or they know something like that. um and I think because there's so much this, I don't know, it's been a couple weeks now, there's been time passed. um Not necessarily going to know the cause of her demise right away. It's going to take some time, investigation, but she's going to be discovered. They're going to see where she was hidden. I hope I'm wrong. With that, please pray for Maddie's children, her family, all the people that love Maddie. Don't pray for the perp because he's a demon. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Adios.